Hi kids, welcome back to your grammar sessions, and I'm back here with your grammar book, The Grammar Hub by Feathercap, a series by Learn Forward. And today we are going to start chapter 3, in which we'll be learning more about the noun. We have already learned what are nouns. They are the naming words. Today we'll learn about the number in nouns. That means singular or plural. Let's get started. Here's an extract from Mullah Nasruddin's story narrated by Ritika. However, no one understood her clearly. Ritika has a habit of adding S to any word like that. Can we do? No. Correct the errors Ritika has made and retell the extract so that it is clear to all. Just because she has added S anywhere with any of the words, that is making it a bit difficult for people to understand. So let's make those corrections here. Let's see where to add and where not to add S. One day, Mullah Nasruddin loaded a heavies bag. What is it? No, it will be just a heavy bag. So this is how you will be editing this passage. Wheel of vegetables. Yes, of course, vegetables can have S. On his donkey and sets out for the market to sell them. See, sets is correct here because we are talking about one person. But when we add a verb after the word to, we do not add S. So it will be just to sell them. After walkings, just like after to, we do not add S to the verb. Similarly, with the ing verb, do we add S? No. So we need to correct here also. After walking a small distance, the donkey stopped and refused to budge an inch from his places. Just because he got stuck to one, that means it was a single place. So it will be from his place. Yes. Mullah Nasruddin was in a hurry. Hurries is no word. At first, he coaxed the donkey to, I just told with to, we will not have S with the verb. Yes. So to start. But when he did not respond, see, did not is past tense. Response is present. We cannot have two tenses together. So it will be did not respond. He started beating it, not beatings. Soon many peoples, oh, children, this is an error again here because people itself is a plural noun. People means when more than one person are standing, we can call them only people. So there is no point adding S to it. Just like for child it is children, for person it is people. So we do not add S to plurals. Gathered around them. One man's. What is man's? No. Just one man asked Mullah, why are you beating this poor animal? And I hope editing has been done. Now it makes sense to read it out. So that was interesting, isn't it? Something new you have done, like editing a passage. So you have become teachers today, finding out the errors. Okay, now let's start with nouns. Number, and what we are going to do first is countable and uncountable nouns. Students, what do you mean by countable and uncountable? We have already done in grade 4 and 5 that countable nouns are something you can count and uncountable nouns are that you cannot count. Now what you have to remember is there is a difference between uncountable and unlimited. Like if I talk about stars, we will say they are unlimited. They are not uncountable. Uncountable is something that we cannot even count. It will not be possible to count water. What am I going to count water? How? I will, if I count it in drops, I am going to count drops. If I count water in glasses, I am going to count the glasses, not water again, please. If I talk about petrol or diesel, I am talking about it in liters, but I cannot, I am counting the liters. How many liters do you want to pour into your car? So it will be 1 liter, 2 liter, 20 liters or 30 liters. So what I am counting is liters. I am not counting petrol or diesel as such. Okay. When we talk about buying milk, we say 1 liter. Give me 2 liters of milk. So what are you counting? Again, you are counting liters. Okay. So what we count? If you count your medicine, you are not counting the medicine, it is liquid. What you are counting is the drops of medicines that you have to put into your mouth, or the milliliters of medicine that you have to put into your mouth. So that makes the difference between uncountable and innumerable, means which are unlimited. So stars are unlimited, they are not uncountable. One more thing you can remember here, that the nouns which are countable will always have their singular and plural. Something that we cannot count cannot have singular or plural, because if we cannot count anything, no point arises asking whether it is one or it is many, isn't it? But when we talk about stars, we say, I can see some stars in the sky. Oh, a constellation has 7 stars, we say like that, isn't it? So this means that stars are countable, but they are innumerable. They are so much, so many that it is not possible to count them as such. If you have few of them, you can count them. But when we talk about water, we will say, we cannot say water and waters. I cannot say milk and milks. Milk is always milk. Similarly, when you talk about a few things like pulses, if I talk about rice, if I talk about green gram, so what is this? They are not countable. What we count are the grains of that. So we never say rices. Rice is rice because rice is not countable. What is countable is the grains of rice. You can say, I want few spoons of rice. Give me just 2 spoons of rice. So what you are counting, children, are the spoons. They are the grains. They are the plates full. They are the bowls full, but not rice as such. So the simplest thing to remember is, if something is countable, you can always have it as singular and plural form. If it is not countable, the plural form has no meaning there, right? So I hope it's understood and it was interesting for you to know about it. Can we move ahead now? Good. So state whether the underlined nouns are countable or uncountable. We have the nouns here and you'll just check out whether they can be counted or not. Boys, yes, we can count boys. So it's countable. I drink milk. Is it countable? Very good. It's not. My parents. Yes, of course. To make parents. So it is countable. The policeman is managing the traffic. Yes, you can count the policeman. I have to complete my homework. So can you count your homework? No, you can count the subjects in which you have got the homework. You can count the questions that have been given to you in homework. But as such, you cannot count homework. Please see, we never say, the simplest way I have told you, we never say homeworks. I have got much homework today. I have got many questions in homework today. So what is countable is your questions. I have got homework in 4 subjects today. So what is countable is subjects, not homework. So this is again uncountable. Was that interesting? Can we move ahead? Okay. Now going ahead, we have the rules to change singular to plural, and most of them you have been doing right from grade 1. Like the simplest one is we add s to make the nouns plural. Then the second rule is we add es. You already know where to add es with the hissing sounds that are, I told you, the magic ending sounds sox, ch, sh, double s or double z, like this. Like we have as, double s, class, double s, bench, ch, sh here, bush, x here, watch, ch here again. So all these nouns will have es to make them plural. Then there are few exceptions also where you have these ending sounds but still you add only s. Like in buffalo you add es, but hero also you add es. With these ending o ending you always add es, but the exception is bamboo. It has o but only S is added. Similarly, photo, only S is added. Piano, only S is added. So there are few exceptions that you must learn. They are out of your rule. We will not add ES to them. Now, the next is FFE. What do you add there? Good, we add EES in place of FFE, like knife, KNIFE. Do we have? Yes. So we just remove FE and we add VES, we get knives. So this is how you get the plurals, but here also you have some exceptions. You will have to learn them. These are F ending words, but still we just add S to them, like chief, chiefs, dwarf, dwarfs, gulf, gulfs, proof, proofs. We do not change them into VES. Roof and cliff also get S added to them to make plural. So this is from your past learning, a quick revision only. Then a very simple rule of Y. If the Y has a consonant before it, it changes to IES, and if there is a vowel before it, you just add S to it, like in donkeys, joys, rays, stories. This is EY, story, which means the different layers of a building, the floors of a building. And when you have Y ending, it is becoming STORYRIES. So we remove this, and this is about the tails we talk when it is IES. So this is the difference. Now there are a few nouns that change completely. The inner vowel change, like the foot becomes feet, mouse becomes mice, then your tooth becomes teeth, like goose becomes geese. So what are we doing here? We are just changing the inner vowel. Man becomes men and woman becomes women, right? So only the inside vowel, the internal vowel is changed in these singular plural. And then, yes, the compound nouns. With compound nouns, we will add S only on one side. And we have examples here. Commander-in-chief becomes commanders-in-chief. We add S here. But when we talk about maid-servant, we add S to the second part, second noun, second common noun. Similarly, when we have son-in-law, it becomes sons-in-law. And when we talk about stepmother, the plural becomes stepmothers. So sometimes we have to add S with the first common noun, sometimes with the second common noun in case of compound nouns. Now, just like for maid servant, we have maid servants. Here is an exception that you must remember. When we have man servant, we plural both of these, and it becomes men, and servant becomes servants. Like here we have men servants, right? And child, children, ox, oxen. We all know, we have been learning from grade 2 onwards. Now there are some more rules that we follow to turn singulars to plurals. Like there are a few words that are the same in singular and plural, whether we talk about deer, sheep, dozen, score, or fish. They all are used as it is in singular and plural. The wolf killed the sheep. The wolf killed several sheep. So here when I am saying, I mean one, and here several itself means many. So what you see is the noun itself is same in singular as well as plural. So same is with the other words also. Then there are a few words, scissors, spectacles, trousers, shorts, clothes, that we always use in plural. We do not say scissor, we do not say spectacle. And what is the reason behind it? Because these are the things that we always use in pair. Like if I talk about spectacles, I use both the glasses together, because if I use only one, that becomes a lens. If I talk about scissors, I use both the blades together to make it scissors. Otherwise, one is just a blade. So they are always used in plural. And what you see is we are using the verb also for the plural nouns. Cattle and people, they look like singular nouns, but actually they are used as plural. We do not say the cattle is grazing, we say the cattle are grazing. And the people is never is. I just told you that people is the plural of person. So people in itself is plural, we will use the plural verb here, the people one. I hope this is clear. Can we go ahead? Okay. Now there are a few words which end in S, but they are singular, like mathematics. It's just a subject. If it is ending in S, it does not mean it is plural. Politics is ending in S, but it's used as singular. News. We might be having many news from all around, but we still say, I am listening to the news. The news is interesting. We never say the news are. So these are, they appear to be plural, but they are always used as singular nouns. So we say mathematics is my favorite subject, and we won the match by an innings and 60 runs. Now here what you see is an is used with innings as well as 60. So we are talking about innings here. This is an means one. So innings is also used as a singular noun here, not as plural. Now moving forward, we have furniture, scenery, advice, information. Furniture means so many things around, all taken together. When we talk about them independently, individually, we say chairs, tables, right? Beds. So we have the singular and plural for them. But when we talk about furniture, it is taken as singular only. Scenery, advice, these are singular. Like this furniture. So furniture is not just one piece of anything. It is a group, a collection. Will say the furniture is not for sale. It's not one item, children, but still it is used as singular. The scenery here is very charming. So we are talking about things around. The scenery is used as a singular noun. Moving ahead, abstract nouns, I told you, they are feelings, they are qualities, they are senses, they are the states, and they do not have any plural. They are always used in singular nouns, you have to remember. Like shout, like we have love, we do not say loves. Anger, it's not angers. Beauty is not beauties. So they are always used in singular only, no point of making them plural. But yes, there are a few abstract nouns you have to learn that sometimes we use them in plural, like shout, shouts, decision, decisions, victory, victories, and then failure, failures. So a few abstract nouns that can have plurals, you will have to memorize. These are the exceptions. So I hope you have understood till here. Let's see how much you have gained from the session today. Do these exercises. Write plurals for the nouns given below. So I hope now you'll be able to do plurals of all these. We already know which one are always used in singular, which are always used in plural. What are the rules for changing singular to plural? Let's do two out of here. Sheep, the plural is sheep itself, so it will not change. Okay, what about hair? You know the plural of hair is always hair. We don't say hair. And what about one more? I'm doing bamboo. It is ending in O, the magic sound. But it is one of the exceptions. So we will add only S to it, not ES. It is bamboos. Okay, let's do one more. Goose, the inner vowel changes. So always whenever you write something in grammar, say the rule for it, why you are doing, and it will be very easy for you to memorize all the rules. I'm changing the inner vowel here to double E. So it becomes geese, right? So whenever you do, say the rule. What about Negro? You will add O ending, so you'll add ES. So do it with rule, please. I hope you can do the rest yourselves. Can we move to the next exercise? Okay, thank you. Next is change the following sentences into plural form. So plural form is, you just have to see which are the nouns here, and in case you need to make changes, you will make changes of the verb also. Like here the noun daughter-in-law is in singular. There need to be some more changes made here. Like for singular we use a, but not for plural. So you have to be particular about each and every change you need to make here. So I will remove a from here. Daughter-in-law becomes daughters-in-law. So you will just say daughters-in-law. Now with singular you were using is. What will you use with plural? Good. Are cooking. Daughters-in-law are cooking food for. Now one daughter-in-law is cooking for her. What about many daughters-in-law in plural? Her will change to. Good, you remember pronouns. I am happy to see. For their. Now mother-in-law will also change because all the daughters-in-law will have different mothers-in-law. So it will become mothers-in-law. That's it. Next is a chair is made of wood. Good answer. We'll make change here. It will become chairs. And we will change this also. It will become are made of wood. Has no plural because it is a material. Very good answer from all of you. So similarly, I hope you will be able to do all the other 4 parts. Are you sure? Very good. And in case you have any doubt, I'm there to help you out. Now, we'll quickly recall what we have learned in today's session about nouns, number, countables and uncountables. Do you remember? The easiest trick I have given you is just see, can you make singular and plural? Can you say rice, rices? Can you say water, waters, milk, milks? No, so they are uncountable. But can you say singular, plural like finger, fingers, star, stars? Yes, so they are countable. Boy, boys, yes, they are countable. Book, books, yes, they are countable. So something that you can count is countable. It can be innumerable, they can be unlimited, but we can count them. So if there was a trick, we can reach the stars and pluck them and collect them by counting one by one. They become countable, right? And uncountable is something that we cannot count. Singular is we are talking about one and plural is we are talking about many. That's it. And we have learned many rules of changing singular nouns to plural nouns. So I hope the session was interesting for you and you have grabbed things from here. Will you be memorizing? Are you sure? Let's see how much you remember till now. So here's an exercise for you. Take the correct answer. The plural of calf is, will always do with the rule. Say this has F at the end. It will turn into VES. So what is the correct one? This. Say like this with the rule. Always, children. It becomes very easy for you to remember them. Which of the following nouns is always used with a plural verb? Okay. Alphabet? No. Furniture? We say furniture is for sale. Then poetry is interesting. So we have sheep are grazing. Now, which of these nouns takes only S to form plural? F ending? Leaves. Then half also become halves. Okay, wolf also becomes wolves, V-E-S. Oh, yes, chief was the one in the exception list. We add S to it. So this is the only one. Which of the following nouns has the same form in singular and plural numbers? Baby in plural is babies. Child in plural is children. Man in plural is M-E-N, men. And deer remains deer. So this is your answer. Next, which of the following nouns, though plural is in form is used as singular? We say scissors are. Teeth is already in plural. Children is already in plural. News is always used as singular. We say the news is interesting. So, got it now? Moving to the next. Fill in the blanks correctly using the singular or plural form of the words given in the brackets. So, trees are very old. You have to use the plural form of that. Do you remember from pronouns? Good. The plural of that is those and it's the beginning. So, you will be starting with capital letter. The dash was cancelled because of rain. What was cancelled? The match was cancelled because was is used for singular. So it will come as it is. Some kings had many. Now many means plural. So what will be the plural of wife? Yes, it will be wives. There are 2 pairs of dash in her bag. 2 pairs of jeans. Next, dash had 3 little dash. So Himesh is a proper noun. No point of singular plural. 3 little. What's the plural of puppy? It's puppies. Good. A few dash were trying to dig a dash on the dash. A few men, plural of man is men, were trying to dig a, that means singular, well, on the mountain. Because if they are trying to make a singular well, it cannot be on many mountains. So just one mountain. Let's do another exercise. There are some errors in these sentences. Make changes as required. Like, my brother gifted me a pair of binocular. Binocular is also like spectacles. We don't use only one part. So it will be binoculars. We have received no informations. Information is used in singular. So this is how you will make the correction. Fish of all kinds are sold in this market. Now students, when we talk about fish, when we talk about fruit, these are the 2 nouns that we normally use the same in plural also. But sometimes when we are talking about different together, like if in a plate I have a mango, a pear, a banana, a papaya. So they are all different. I say I have fruits in my plate. But if you have same type of fruit, like you have many mangoes in the plate, you will say I have fruit in my plate. Okay, you can say mangoes, but when you say about fruit, because all the mangoes are one fruit only, you will not say fruits, you will say fruit. Same happens with fish also. If you have fish of different type, then you say fishes. But even if you have thousands of fish of the same type, same species, then you will say fish, not fishes. I hope this is clear to you. So here what they are saying, fish of all kinds. That means they are of different types. So it will not be fish, it will be fishes. Okay. Astrophysics are taught by Professor Gupta. Oh, this is a subject. It sounds to be plural, but actually it is a subject like mathematics. So it will not be plural verb here. It will be is. Got it? This is how you'll do the correction. I hope I can give these 2 to you to do it yourself. Just scratch your mind a bit and you will get your answer. So I'll leave these 2 for you to practice on your own. And I hope it was really interesting for you to know about nouns and number today. We'll be coming up with more interesting sessions in grammar ahead. Till then, happy learning, children.